"Tell me a story, please," said Erik, turning those dark brown eyes on Robbie Holmes. "A story from when you were little." Robbie's lined and craggy face softened. The former chief of police for St. Louis County gave the boy an indulgent smile. His large hands cradled a model airplane, a cheap balsam wood model. Bless him, Robbie was always coming up with cool ways to play with my sons. My heart ached for him. His own daughters were estranged, never allowing him to see his biological grandchildren. I wondered who was harmed the most by that punishment, Robbie or his grandkids, and for an imagined infraction. Surely his daughters knew by now that they were blaming their dad unfairly. If they could see him with my son, wouldn't they want him to be a part of their kids' lives? "Don't you dare launch that airplane in here. I won't have my dining room ruined with an aviation disaster." My mother-in-law, Sheila Lowenstein Holmes, could sound incredibly fierce, especially when she wore that expression as dark as an impending thunderstorm. But she couldn't maintain that stern look for long. If Robbie was putty in Erik's hands, Sheila was melted butter. "All clear," I said, picking up my empty dinner plate and reaching for the plate in front of my husband, homicide detective Chad Detweiler. "I'll pitch in," said Detweiler. He and Robbie had gotten into the habit of firing up the outdoor grill and working together to cook a Sunday dinner at least once a month. Ever since spring crept softly into Sheila's backyard, the two men had looked particularly adorable, wearing their most manly aprons and standing on a small inlaid brick pad while surrounded by yellow daffodils. Behind them, the black grill squatted like a featureless, belching gargoyle. The air was scented with light smoke from cedar planks. The soft green blush of trees coming out of their long winter snooze formed a gauzy backdrop. That image would be a terrific addition to our family scrapbook. And I should know. I'm Kiki Lowenstein Detweiler, mother of 3 and owner of Time in a Bottle, the premier crafting store in the St. Louis metro area. After I set dirty dishes on the counter in Sheila's humongous kitchen, I took a quick shot of Robbie telling his story while Erik hanged on every word. I listened in as well, knowing someday this would be a precious memory. Lately, I've been teaching a lot of memorial album classes, putting together keepsakes that were, essentially, celebrations of past life sandwiched between 2 covers. Hearing my customers share their family memories has given me a whole new appreciation for how important these tales are. Even in the midst of mournful tears, such stories uplift the spirits of the bereaved. What's more, sharing them binds one generation to another. In the midst of sadness brought about by a loved one's passing, these shared experiences allow the dearly departed to live on and on and on. Most of the people who come to my classes arrive feeling sad and leave feeling grateful. To coin a phrase, they were gladder than sadder.